Hey, I wanted to show you very briefly how you can save on size in your payloads if you're using JSON. So yeah, most applications use JSON just by default because it's easy, but they've made plenty of binary alternatives which are just kind of compatible in the way that JSON works with its types and just the fact that you can have a list and maps and so on. So here I have a very small C++ example where I use Loman JSON I have a JSON object and I just dump it to a string and then I print the output. As you can see, it's JSON, no surprise. But this library, there's a lot of library for it. This library allows you to also output your JSON objects as CBOR. So like so. So I will do CBOR bytes is equal JSON to CBOR, I think. And it's J like so. And then I can just do CBOR like this, and this would be CBOR like so. And you can see that now we have the same thing, but as a CBOR representation. And of course, CBOR is binary. So that means that, for example, all the curly brace, the quotes, the opening square bracket, the two dots are all like removed and replaced with some kind of binary flags. Like there is also optimization for small numbers. So if you have a lot of small numbers in your JSON, it will use, I don't know, 1 or 2 bytes instead of using like the full number, like the number of bytes that you would use for to put a number into a string. Same thing for keys. Of course, it's not with a schema, so you still have the keys. So for example, bar, cux, Charles, and so on are still all in there because you kind of have to. But let me just quickly show you the size difference. JSON size, and let's do CBOR size, like so. And this would be JSON bytes size, CBOR bytes size, like so. Let's just quickly show you that it actually saves on space. So yeah, the JSON output is 86 bytes and the CBOR one is a bit less than 60. So already just completely for free, we saved like 25 bytes or something. And so yeah, if you're using JSON a lot and you have to, you cannot really put a schema in your application because, I don't know, it's still tricky. Like CBOR is a really great alternative because it's kind of almost free. You just replace your JSON, the thing that parsed the JSON and the thing that dumped the JSON by CBOR encode and CBOR decode. And you have at the end, you have, from your program's perspective, you have the same input and output. It's just that if you're going over the network, it will just be less bytes for free. Yeah, also I looked a bit into it, and yeah, in my mind, it should be intuitive that CBOR is faster to parse and to dump than JSON, but the thing is that JSON is so used that there is like complete freaks that have like parallelized JSON parsing to an absolute stupid degree. So JSON parsing is like super fast just because it has been like optimized to infinity. So yeah. But I mean, if the bandwidth is still your bottleneck, I would recommend using CBOR. Also, I mean, there is a parsing time difference, but I mean, it's very reasonable, I think. For I mean, you have to compare and do your own benchmarks, but I'm sure you will find that parsing and serializing CBOR is also very fast. Anyway, that's all I have for this. I just wanted to mention it because it's kind of just very easy way to save bandwidth. Anyway, see you in the next one.